Jai Shri Mata. To all my brothers and sisters around the world who are watching this video or listening now or afterwards. Today we are going to discuss about the five elements. In Sanskrit they say Yatha Brahmand Tatha Pind, means as the universe is the same as our body. There are five elements in the body, universe, and in our body also five elements. Plus one more, it is called Chetan Tattva as per Sri Mataji, because that keeps us alive. And the chit, Chaitanya, vibration, as Sri Mataji also has said, chit lives in the liver, and liver means live plus R, liver, who keep us alive. Now today, in five elements, first element is sky, second is Vayu, means air, third is fire, fourth is water, and fifth is earth. Today we are going to discuss about first element, that is sky element. In sky element, we find three organs: left lung, right lung, and large intestine. And there are three gurus also: the master, the controller, the doctor, the representative of Sri Mataji. On left lung, Rajadan. He is the doctor also, he is the soul of that organ, means left lung, or he is the doctor, he is the representative of Sri Mataji. Then second is our right lung. Here, right lung, Sainath is there, he is a doctor, he is a controller of Mohi, he is the same soul also of this. And third organ is large intestine. It is looked after by Sainath. Sorry, it is looked after by Laos. So now again I will like to repeat: left lung, Raja Janak; right lung, Sainath; large intestine, Lao Tse. So these three organs, these three masters are representative of Sri Mataji, and the total their controller is total. One control is sky element, means the element here sky, and it is having three organs, three masters. Now, while doing foot shock, we are doing foot shock as taught to us, that we are doing foot shock on five elements, all right. But we know that system everybody knows in Saj Yoga. But as per Bhavsagar Anusandhan, we found there are five elements, means out of five, which element is having problem? If we do foot shock on that particular problem, we get relief very soon. We have come across in our practical experiments this correct. It is correct. So, if our left lung, right lung, and large intestine, if they are having any problem, when we should do it? When we should do foot shock on sky element. There is a system we have already given in our videos. Today also we will try to repeat it. So, how to do foot shock on sky element? We know sky element, we know the system of foot shock, that is same, but here prayer is different. Here we are not even taking Ganesh mantra or Ganesh Atharsis. If you wish, that is another thing. But when we should do sky element, means foot shock on sky element, only on sky element. The system is this. I'll show you. ओम तमेव साक्षात ब्रह्मांड स्वामिनी साक्षात सहस्त्रार स्वामिनी साक्षात लघु ब्रह्मांड स्वामिनी साक्षात श्री पंच महाभूत साक्षात 5 elements साक्षात श्री यम साक्षात रम साक्षात श्री वम साक्षात. Now come to left lung sakshat, right lung sakshat, large intestine sakshat, left lung sakshat, Rajajadak sakshat, right lung sakshat, Sri Sainath sakshat, large intestine, Sri Lautse sakshat, Sri Adi Shakti Mata Ji, Sri Nirmala Devai Namo Namah. This is the way we can use it. And we found it very useful blessing system this way. Now, when we should do foot shock on sky element, if our body is having these type of problems, then only we should do. It means again, as per Saj Yoga system and as per Bhav Sagar Anusandhan means research of the wise, we came to know that food shop is like a chemist shop. There, so many medicines are there. Here also, 5 elements are there. And each element having a particular class of disease can controlled by that. So in this way, here, if we are going to, today we are going to discuss about only sky element. So once we get cold, either it is we are in cold and we get cold, body cold, then sky element, because it comes in the lungs. Then we will get coughing, then also lungs are affected. Then sneezing, achip, achip, sneezing is going on. That means again lungs, because mucus has come in the lungs, and through sneezing we are trying to throw it out, because it's a symptom of the lungs to throw out the things out. Then nose will block. Then also, then asthma is there. We have got record that 48.5 years, 6 months old asthma was cured by sirf the left lung Rajajanak, right lung Sainath. So, if you have any asthma or somebody is having asthma, advise him to do foot shock on sky element. Then, if food, you don't like to eat food, you don't like the smell of food, even food, that means again sky element is required. Element. TB, tuberculosis in lungs, it will help also. Then if suddenly your face and hand and feet get swollen overnight, it means again cold is there. In India we found that people are sleeping in the AC, and morning they find this, they are unable to even open the eyes. I have seen practically. So that also, and Saj Yoga, sky element treatment is required. Then if any problem of lungs, sky element. Then bronchitis, it is also way of problem of the lungs. Medical science, in medical science they call it bronchitis. Then if you are unable to lift your arms, elbow, pain from here to here, both are, because lungs are here, it is attached direct to lungs. It means again lungs problem means sky element. Then if your throat is blocked, any problem in the throat, occlusion, that means again sky element. And then another very important point, you might have seen, or we have seen maximum sometimes, people are having a tendency to weep. If somebody is having problem, the person is having problem, but he start weeping, explaining, oh, he will start weeping, tears will be rolling down from his face. Why? Here again. It means the particular person who is having weeping tendency is having problem in the lungs. There is lack of oxygen in his body. So, if you want physically, you press it from here, both sides, and ask him to do foot show on sky element. Then any stress or tension, tightness in your chest, again same sky element. And if you get, I have seen people continuous sneezing 10 times, continue, achi, 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 continuous. That also, that they have problem in the lungs. Why sneezing is coming? Because something has gone in the lungs. There is a mucus. They cannot throw it out. Lungs, I don't have like we take out from the pocket something and throw it out. They collect it, the mucus, and by sneezing, they throw it out. And then I have already told elbow, this arm problem, and if you are unable to lift your arm, then a sky element. And another very important point, suddenly somebody's voice goes off. He is unable to speak anymore. He will open the mouth, but sound is not coming. Why? Then also sky element problem. Now, here is the what is the concept behind it? The energy of sky element or tanmatra of sky element is sound. In Indian mythology or Hinduism mythology, Omkar, the sound of Brahman, Pranava, it is produced by sound and then universe was made. This is the theory, big theory. I can't explain that here, but sound is that they call it Big Bang in Western culture. So Big Bang, it is not very old, but Om Pranav, the procedure of Pranav to that Brahmand was produced by Pranav. It is very very old. And then if house voice is not coming, there this is the problem. If a headache is there, then also, if there is a headache, suppose you had blocked nose, you went out, you got cold, the above symptoms are there, then headache also, it means again sky element because oxygen is not there. Why oxygen is not there? Headache is coming because more than body's requirement, the head is having, I think, more requirement of the blood, maximum. So headache means there is no oxygen. Oxygen, why not? Because there is a not transferring of the oxygen in the lungs. That means once oxygen is not mixed in the air and then to blood, blood will carry the oxygen in the head, and if it is not there, it means this is the problem. So please, in that case also, sky element is required. Then if our, it is called four heart heat, one, two, both soul, four. If at chest also, five heart heat, it's not four, five heart. Chest means heart, both palms and both soul. This five heart heat means if it is there, your heats are there in this. That means please go for foot soak on sky element. And sometimes you might have seen some people, they are unable to open their mouth. The teeth are closed tightly. In that case also it is there, and you can put it here like this also and do a sky element treatment. And afterward, if a person likes to sleep by closing all the doors, especially in India. In Western countries, it is very, sometimes it is essential to close all the doors because of cold. But still, if it is that way, it means he require treatment of sky element. One more point here. This brings the memories of past, even of your past lives memory, sky element. And another varicose veins on legs, it will help there also. And thyroid, sky element will help in that case also. And if you have got problem in the stomach, problem, gas problem, still it will help. How? Because we take food from where this is a food pipe going through both, through in the center of lungs. That means it is controlled by lungs also. It is pressed. So if we do put shock on sky element, the gas and the stomach problem also will be solved. And the last, terror of the child. But sometimes some children will afraid of anything. That means they have got that problem. So if they are able to do food shock, they do it. Now the nutshell is that if whatever Sarvanus tried to explain certain points and symptoms of some diseases, if we find these type of problems, this type of symptoms of the, or we diagnose such things, that means please, it is related to both lungs and large intestine. So do food shock as usual, but as today I explained, system will be the same, but the prayer will be different. From Brahmand to Shastra, then Lagu Brahmand, then Panch Mahabhut, then particular element, say sky element, then what is involved in that sky elements, left lung, right lung, and large intestine. Left lung, Rajajanak, right lung, Sainath, large intestine, Laotse. So this way, and finally, the procedure will be there after the, put your hand on left lung, because we have to knock the door of this, then only it is knocking the door, putting hand there and pressing it. Like that. As Sri Mataji has, press it hard. Jagdamba. Back में patting. What it is? We are knocking the door. We are knocking the door of Raja Janak as a doctor. We are knocking the door of Sainath. He is a doctor of left, right lung. So this way we have to do it. And I hope it is clear. Once again, I try to explain it. As per Sahajoga, as per me, as per Sahajoga Anusandhan, Bhav Sagar, research of the void, it is noticed that five elements are there in our body. Sixth element is Atma or Chaitanya Tattva as per Sri Mataji, that keeps us alive. Liver means Chit lives in the liver. Liver means live plus R, who keeps us alive. That is Chitta. That is vibration. That is our attention. So that is our Atma. Once it goes out, the five elements are here, useless, and they start decaying and return to normal position. So this way we could find out that sky element, when it is to be done, because of this I have explained you about 30 points or 30 diseases. If these, out of this you find, then we can use this element. We have got so many practical experiments done by so many people and they reported they became all right. So here onward, we'll try to bring this type of things, all the five elements, how to use that particular element in during food shock. Food shock is very simple. Put salt in the water and put your food, and then do you are doing Bhavsagra and then Ganesha services. But as per Bhavsagar research, we found five elements are five elements. Which element is requiring for treatment? This way we'll try to give you next time. And second element is air. Then we'll bring all these things. What symptoms are there for when we do air element, water element, fire element, then earth element. What are the symptoms? Without knowing, doing it is like we are doing food shock, all right, there will be result out of it, but specific result is not there. Why? Because we are not going for that particular disease. Sometimes I say it like this: we are going to a chemist shop where medicines are sold, and we start asking, give each and every medicine, and he will take water from him and eat it. Are you going to get relief? No. But if you have a headache, ask for the headache tablet. If you have got pain in somewhere in leg, go ask for that. He will give you some gel. So like that, we have to find which element is affected and what are the symptoms of that affected organ we feel in our body, and we compare it and then do the food shock on that particular element. Thank you very much. I hope it is all due to Sri Mataji. So I hope it is clear to you. Jai Shri Mataji.